Siddhi, go ahead with your article.
Sure.
Now I think everything is fine.
Yeah, now is fine everything. Yeah, so my article number is 19. Yeah, so good morning everyone. So now I will start my article. Um, Understanding brain a strongest a strongest before 14. No, just genes. Lifestyle is pushing people over the uh, edge. It's a hasty Tuesday for 37 years old Gaurav, the principal director of an IT company. 3 years ago, we wouldn't be passing up and down a stuck to his phone, talking to his colleagues and clients, no non-stop, taxing himself on a spectrum of anxiety. That's what triggered his brain a stroke. Today, he is much wiser for it and has learned to space out this work through a structured routine of delights and prioritize some me time playing guitar that relax him. There was a time when I worked for 16, 18 hours a day as I had to talk to my US clients during their business hour. Uh, I hardly slept for 3 to 4 hours and never realizes when my work days ended and weekends began. I was constantly chasing targets and milestones. Getting a new planet gave me a high, which I would celebrate with begin drinking. There was a time when I would work on 25 project simultaneously and I wanted to score big on each. This is the usual drill in the IT industry, so didn't think much of it. She says alarm bells rang when one of Gaurav's younger colleagues, a 29-old college after developing a stroke at work that affected her deeply. Little did I know that I was stopping on the exit one evening. I was on my way to party with my wife. I had uh, parked my car at the venue when my visions violate. I couldn't see on my left side. Then my left side forced all of this happened in a few seconds and alerted my wife, who is a nurse, he said, how was stress become a risk factor? Gaurav workaholism had consumed him to such as extent that faceted around will in hospital after the stroke. Apart from anxiety, he was into exclusive alcohol consumption, having 4 drinks at one go. On investigation, we found that he had high level of hem- hemocysteine. This is an amino acid in your blood that, when present in high level, can damage blood vessel, increase the risk of blood clots, and resize the risk of heart attack, a stroke, and other health problems, say Dr. Atul Prasad, Vice Chairman and Head of the Neurology Department at BLK Max Hospital, Delhi, who treated Gaurav Laxili. And he added no his history of deliberate hypotension uh, or chlor- cholesterol, so he recovered quickly without complications. You didn't need to have family history of stress and anxiety carries blood pressure and affect the body dotting mechanism. and indirectly increasing a stroke risk. Elevated hematogenous levels, often related to nutritional deficiency, can damage blood vessels and promoted to formation the brain. Other common risk factors including high blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol, smoking, obesity, and creatine heart condition. See Dr. M.B. Pandav Srivastav, Chairperson, Neurology, Paras Health Program. Dr. Prasad has been seeing at least 4 cases of young brain strokes every month. A stroke in young patients is a family because of genetic and lifestyle factors, including smoking, alcohol consumption, party, drugs, and decreased sleep. He said. Life after a stroke, one an MRI and a CT angiographic test found a dot in his brain. Gaurav was kept in hospital for 3 days under observe. His thought dissolved and he had no muscle weakness or paralysis. He is no and blood thinner as a precautionary measure apart from uh, cholesterol and targeted lowering medication. Once he felt better and changes his lifestyle completely, he didn't need his anti-anxiety pills. Now Gaurav cannot do without his 5 km walk daily. He eats then, choosing low salt meals and avoiding fried foods items. He has given up smoking. I feel totally normal now. I take a break from a screen and walk 14 minutes after every 2 hours, he said. Rehabilitants should be as early possible after a stroke. It usually includes cyclotherapy for regain mobility, speech therapy, and communications is is affected occupational there apart to relieve daily activities and psychological support if needs. A struggling rehabilitation plan helps patients work towards regaining independence and improving quality of life, says Dr. Srivastav. But the key of awareness in establishes a lifelong discipline to reduce the risk of patients. Patients should take their prescribed medication regularly and not ignore follow-ups. Diet, exercise, avoiding smoking, limiting alcohol, and maintaining a health weight help in prevention. See added ads. So now I have done my reading part. Now I'm summarized from this article. Yeah. Yeah. So this
Are you
article,
summarizing?
yes. So yeah, this article is mentioned. Brain strokes in are increasingly affecting people under 14. So not just due to genetic factors, but uh, uh, also because of lifestyle choose like stress, smoking, alcohol, and poor health habits. So some cases, example, Gaurav, he's a 37 years old, so he's a IT director. And he earlier said that
Is it my network glitch
and
or she's in the
celebrating
speak?
No, no, it's not a network glitch. It's a telegram glitch that's happening. You know what happened just few minutes back? I felt like I had just read the whole article and even summarized, but then realized nobody was there. Siddhi ma'am, hello?
No, but
yeah,
you are perfectly
I'm
audible.
audible. Now I'm audible.
Yes, you are audible. Just
Yeah, thank you, sir. I just
thank you
add
so much.
some point.
Yeah, thank you so much, Siddhi. Thank you so much for participating. Anyone who would like to add something to this article?
Yes, yes, I would. Sorry, I was eagerly waiting. Anyway, so this article is of my this article is of my domain, my purview. All right, so this article is basically about brain strokes in people under 40. So earlier we thought that strokes happen only to old people, but now even young people in their 20s and 30s are facing it. And doctors are saying that it's not just about genes anymore, but mainly about lifestyle factors like stress, like overwork, smoking, alcohol, poor diet, lack of sleep, and so forth. Reasons are there. All right, so this article is sharing the story of Gaurav, who is 37 years old, who worked crazy hours in the IT sector, chasing deadlines. He lives in stress, rarely sleeping, and one day, all that pressure triggered a brain stroke, which is showing that how workaholism and anxiety can actually damage the brain and blood vessels. So, this is the first highlight that this article is underlining. Coming to the doctor explanation, that what doctor has to say about this. So doctor is explaining that strokes in young patients are often because of a mix of things such as stress, smoking, alcohol, high cholesterol, lack of sleep, poor lifestyle habits, and so on. And the shocking part is you don't even need a family history to be at risk, because stress itself can increase blood pressure and make your blood thicker and create clots in the brain. Let me I mean and here the important highlight is that luckily Gaurav survived without major disability, because he didn't have diabetes, he didn't have hypertension, nor even cholesterol issues. Therefore, doctors kept him on blood thinners and lifestyle changes. And now, he is exercising. Like he has been suggested to exercise daily, eats clean, avoids fried foods, and most importantly, he quit smoking. So, which is showing that recovery is possible if lifestyle changes are made seriously. So this is basically where article revolving around. However, I would like to give some extra kinda information which I know related to this article about this stock. So, as far as I know, there are mainly two types of stocks. Namely, first one is called ischemic. If at all I'm not mispronouncing, these are medical terms. So that's first stock is called ischemic stock, which basically it is, when blood clots block a brain artery. So that's where this stroke emerges, this called ischemic stroke. And then comes there is a second kind of a stroke, and that's called hemorrhagic stroke. Okay, and this occurs when a blood vessel bursts in the brain. So young people mostly face ischemic strokes, which are preventable if we manage stress, or if we eat healthy, just sleep well, and means we take care of our daily lifestyle. So, and doctor even they recommend that learning the fastest to spot like this stroke quickly. I mean, just if you face any sort of drooping, arm weakness, speech problems, time, anything as such. So this is really the very hard time where you need to take quick action, and then that can only save your life, save you. Yes, so the crux of this article is brain strokes this before 40 are rising increasingly, and the main culprits are main culprits are following these things, such as stress, smoking, alcohol, and all these, most above all, poor lifestyle. So, yes, and it's not just family history, it's basically happening due to our lifestyle. And prevention is simple but very powerful. And the preventions are exercise, your healthy food, proper sleep, no smoking, and managing stress. So, in short, protect your brain early, or lifestyle will push you over the edge. So, yes, that is all.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for adding such a beautiful perspective of yours. Siddhi, ma'am, you there? Hello? Am I not audible, Sia?
You are audible.
Yeah. Okay.
Siddhi is not unmuted.
Just tell me once again. Like, I was reading the article of mine. Like, I was reading my article as well as I summarized. Was I sounding audible at that time, or I wasn't?
I wasn't there at the time on the VC.
Damn it. Okay, fine. Let's move ahead
No,
with the
only
next
Siddhi
participant.
ma'am is audible
Sorry,
at that
Priyanshu.
point. I'd say that only Siddhi's ma'am article is audible at that point of time when the VC just restarted.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I just remember I was giving feedback to you as well, and there was this VC error where nobody was audible at that point of time. Everybody was having some issues. All
Yeah,
right, Siddhi ma'am,
exactly.
Siddhi ma'am, you there? All right, I'll give you the feedback in the chat section. Fine. So let's move ahead. Hello, Sani ma'am, you there?
Yes, good morning.
Oh, sir. Okay. Hello, Sani sir.
Yeah, good morning. Peace, good
A
morning.
very good morning, sir. Are you ready?
Yes, yes.
Okay, sir. So just let me know which article would you like to read?
I want to read article number one.
You would like
One.
to read the article number 1. Fine. Go ahead.
Okay, good morning, all of you. I am reading article number one by local
Sir,
Max.
sir,
Yes,
before that, I guess this is a very long article, right? Okay.
no,
So
sir.
anybody? Yeah. So let's divide this article into half. Okay. You can read this article till entrepreneur, young entrepreneur. Okay. You can start.
Okay, sir. But it is not long article, sir. I will read if you will give to very fast. I will read
Sure.
in the
You want
manner.
to read the whole article?
Yes, sir.
Fine. Go ahead. No issues.
Okay. Thank you. By local Mac country self-reliant PM to citizens. In the Man Ki Baat address, Modi urged citizens to purchase locally made goods and khadi item during festival season to strengthen Indian economy. He also speak about 100 years of RSS. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, in his Man Ki Baat address on Sunday, made a renewed pitch to citizens to buy khadi products and locally made goods during the ongoing festival season to strengthen Indian domestic economy and uh, vitalize its entrepreneurs. I extended to you good wishes on upcoming Deepavali. What I also reiterate, we have to become self-reliant and we have to make the country self-reliant. And the path to that lies only through Swadeshi, Mr. Modi said. He also interacted with Lieutenant Commander K. Dilana and Lieutenant Commander Rupa Sami, who recently made history by becoming the first Indian woman to circum, circumnavigate the global in the double-handed sailing vessel. Local Punch. He noted that Mahatma Gandhi always emphasized the adoption of Swadeshi goods, among which khadi was the most prominent. Unfortunately, after independence, the charm of khadi was fading away. But during the last 11 years, the country's attraction towards Khadi has increased significantly. He said Khadi sales have seen a surge. In recent year, I urged all of you to buy one Khadi product or the other on the 2nd of October. Say it with pride. These are Swadeshi. The Prime Minister also mentioned that the GST Bachat Utsav was also going on, referring to the GST rate cuts implemented on September 22. You can make your festivals even more special by talking a resolve, Mr. Modi said. If we decide to celebrate this festival only with Swadeshi products, you will see that joy of your celebration rise manifold. Resolve that for all times you will buy only what is produced in the country. He added, when we go that we don't just buy goods, we bring home hope to family, honor the hard work of an artisan, and give wings to the dreams of a young entrepreneur. During his conversation with Lieutenant Commander Dilna and Alagri Sami, Mr. Modi applauded them for their feat and spoke about the difficulties they faced. The DU sailed close to 47,500 kilometers, traveling for 238 days, leaving Goa on October 2, 2024 and returning on May 29 to 2025. I want to say that most memorable moment of this trip was that we hosted the Indian flag at the Point Nemo. Lieutenant Commander Dalana explained. Point Nemo is the most remote location in the world. He closest person to it is at the International Space Station. She added that the DU become the first people in the world to reach this point on the sailboat, celebrating the RSS. Mr. Modi also spoke about the upcoming 100 years anniversary of the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh. This Vijayadashmi is special for another reasons. He has said this day marks 100 years of the foundation of Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh. This journey of century is an as amazing and unprecedented as
Unprecedented. Unprecedented, Sani.
appreciant, appreciant,
Okay.
apprecedented,
I'll help. Seni, I'll help. Say it as unprecedented. Unprecedented.
unprecedented. Okay, thank you.
Fine. Go ahead.
Unprecedented.
Yeah.
As it is inspiring. When the RSS was founded 100 years ago, the country had been bound by the chance of slavery for centuries. He added that this centuries-long slavery had deeply hurt the self-respect and self-confidence of Indians. With the world's oldest civilization being made to face an identity crisis. Therefore, along with the country's independence, it was also important that the country be freed from intellectual slavery. He said in this contest, the most revered Dr. Heidegger began to ponder over this issue, and for this task, he founded the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh. I have completed the reading parts. Now I try to summarize this whole article all about the upcoming festivals, and Mr. Narendra Modi, he appeals to the Indians or peoples that they should give the priority for the purchase of Indian goods, and it will be beneficial for the making India to self-reliant, and he says that we should promote the Swadeshi goods. it will be beneficial for our growth, our Indian economy. And he give the example of the Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi always he adopt the Swadeshi, and he we can say start to the khadi cloth. And Modi also says that we should give the priority, and on upcoming 2 October we should purchase a one khadi product and Swadeshi products. Swadeshi products will be beneficial the local entrepreneurs, and he will be artisans. He will be owners that the families who involve in the entrepreneurs of the local, goats, making the goats. And other side he says that there is the two lieutenant, and they also lieutenant, yeah, Dilana, and other lieutenant was the Alagri Sami. They had to make a records because they have to travel 4,500 kilometers and returns. They just hosted Indian flags on that place where no one went, Namo Point. And Namo Point is the route areas where India hosted their flags first times. And he also says that that we should be cooperate, we should be give the priority to the Swadeshi. Other in the end of this articles, the Narendra Modi he says that the RSS, Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh, he is also celebrating 200 years, and Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh also always promote the Swadeshi. When the before the 100 years, when the Indian was the celebrity, and the many other we can say British rule is going on that times. So on that time we lose our respect, self respect, and the self confidence. But the Heidegger, who is the man who founded the RSS, he just says on that times he now he always fight to the self respect the Indian peoples. And he says that RSS RSS also it's the in the end of this article he says that we have the oldest civilizations in India. And we can say in the last of the articles, Narendra Modi he just speak in the favor of the RSS, and RSS play a major role for the promote to progress to the India. So that's all about from my side. This all about in this article. Thank you. Thanks very much. Thank you.
Thank you so
And
much.
one thing, GST Utsav is also celebrating. GST Bachat Utsav. Thank you. Thanks.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Anybody who would like to add something to it?
Hello. Yeah, Peace, am I audible?
Oh, you are. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Thanks a lot. So, as mentioned by the Saini sir itself, that is a whole article revolving around buy local and make the country self-reliant. As we know that the main issue regarding with respect to the import and export is that we heavily rely upon the imports, and that weakens domestic industry. For example, if I talk about in my family itself, like a lot of relatives, even my sister, I just wanted to be that buy the products from the US tech giants and other kind of industries, which they specifically are very well versed and have the technological advancement. But the Honorable Prime Minister is saying that there's a need for the Atmanirbhar Bharat, basically the self-reliant India, through the local production and consumption. Even the demand and supply are the main factor of contribution in boosting the economy. So even if it's not demanded by the Indian people itself, it is not being supplied in the market. So that's why the Prime Minister Narendra Modi is urging the citizen to buy the khadi or the handloom local product during this festive season to boost the India's economy. As we can see that during the regime of his governance, he's more strengthening the words "Make in India" or "Make entrepreneurs in India itself." And recently the GST reforms made by the respected government. So this wanted to strengthen the domestic industries and wanted to increase the rural employment. so that they don't have to just migrate from their own places to in the search of employment, and that will eventually revive the cultural heritage in the form of khadi. As our independent movement itself is one of the major movement is Swadeshi movement that don't to rely upon the other products, be self-reliant and to wear the products made by the Indian people itself. So yeah, various government are doing various other kind of things like promoting the MSME, the micro, small and medium enterprises, by levying the easy credit loans to them. And the Prime Minister Narendra Modi's slogan is also I able to recall that vocal for local. So yeah, that kind of events are there. But I think the Paytm and Digital India also play a pivotal role as they are also learning about how to accept the money in a digital form. So the in a way forward in the cashless economy also being forwarded. So yeah, that is thing. But I think the self-reliant must complement, not isolate the India in a global economy, so that the world's biggest giants who are very well in that particular field, they also be like invited to India and they make their own industries. But our main aim, our not our, but our reputed government main aim is just to balance the interest of the domestic and also the manufacturer of the world, so that there will be balancing of interest between the two stakeholders. So yeah, that's the crux of the article. Thank you.
Sufficient discussion, I guess we've had over to this article. I would like to thank Priyanshu once again for adding such a beautiful perspective to whatever Saini sir just explained. Okay, so Saini sir, are you there?
Yes, please. Yes.
First of all, a big applause for you, sir, for reading the articles as well as summarizing the article so beautifully. Well, if I have to give you a feedback, then I guess I can tell you. I guess you have to focus a bit more on your pronunciation aspect. And the second thing that you can do is like eliminate the addition of S, the extra S, which you are doing unnecessary. All right.
Okay,
So
sir.
that would be the only thing. And the other thing that you can even do, sir, just try to take pauses whenever you see a comma, whenever you see a punctuation mark, according to it. Just go accordingly, all right? Just try to take a bit pause and then start once again. Okay?
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much once again for participating as well as summarizing. You did it beautifully.
Thank you, sir.
All right. All right. I guess it's my turn now. So I'll be reading the article number 8. Am I audible?
Peace, your audience.
Yes, you are.
Okay. Thank you so much for confirming. Well, a very good morning once again to everyone. This is the news article session. If you would like to participate, I'm your host. Please check the last pin message. Just go there and just register yourself, as you can see on the link of this English Learners website. Yeah. Okay. So starting with the article talks about weaponizing health. Americans will see medical bills shoot up due to Donald Trump's action by announcing 100% tariff on imports of branded and patented medicines with effect from October 1st. US President Donald Trump has weaponized access to healthcare in America, where prescription drugs account for about 10% of household medical care spending. The caveat of a 15% tariff cap on imports from the European Union and Japan, which the US has clarified that it will honor, blunts the announcement, as these two jurisdictions account for nearly three-fourths of pharma imports. Much of this trade consists of patented medicines such as the Danish-made weight loss and anti-diabetes drugs, Wegovy and Ozempic. The impact on patients needing specialized cancer or rare disease drugs could also be severe. There will also be a likely impact on the US's health insurance sector as firms would attempt to pass on higher prices of specialty and patented medicines onto policyholders. An Ernst and Young study found that a 25% on tariff on patented drugs would raise annual drug costs by about $51 billion. The countries most exposed are those left outside the exemptions. The UK, Switzerland, and Singapore, hubs for a pharma manufacturing, face the prospect of a 100% tariff burden, which could make the products expensive. India's sprawling genetics industry has, for the moment, been spared. Generics accounts for the 90% of prescriptions dispensed in the US, but about 13% of spending. India exported more than $10.5 billion worth of formulations to the US in financial year 2025. Any tariff expansion to cover generics or biosimilars could therefore deal a blow to one of India's most successful export sectors. This is also lingering uncertainty over whether active pharmaceutical ingredients, that you can even say it as APIs, will be caught in the tariff net. India and China dominate global API supply. The US itself remains a leading producer of innovative medicines, exporting billions of dollars worth of drugs worldwide. How the new tariff on imported patented drugs will interact with the price competitiveness of US exports remains unclear. Mr. Trump's move came despite objections from the influential body Pharma, which warned that tariffs would raise costs for patents for patients for patients without addressing structural supply chain issues. For Americans, this decision will almost certainly push up retail drug costs for advanced therapies. For the world, the move is a reminder that global supply chains forged in the post Second World War order are being reshaped by new political realities. Nations heavily dependent on US demand must accelerate alternative trade alliances and diversify export markets. This is now a necessity for India's pharma sector as well. Well, if I have to summarize the article, that I guess it's pretty much clear what the article is all about. Well, the article highlights the significant implications of what the US President Donald Trump has recently imposed his 100% tariff on imported branded as well as patented medicines that is going to get effective from October 1st, 2025. Well, this policy, as you can see, it has the intent that has been given. It's all about aimed at boosting as well as domestic manufacturing, and it is even poised to increase medical bills for Americans, where prescriptions drugs may already constitute 10% of household medical care spending. Well, by a research study as well by Ernst and those things, still, uh, as firms may pass higher prices to consumers and insurers, but still it wasn't being taken into consideration, and the countries like Switzerland, Singapore, as well as UK can face the full tariff burden, threatening their pharmaceutical exports. As well as when we are talking about India, the whole generic industry or the drug industry, which supplies around 90% of US prescriptions and exported around 10.5 worth billion dollars of formulations in 2024, appears little bit scary as the tariff has added up extra pressure. So now it's worth challenging as well as India's $20 billion industry. So yeah, that was it. Anybody else who would like to add something to it? Sia ma'am, Priyanshu, Seni sir, anyone?
Yeah, Peace, you already covered all the point.
Thanks a lot. Now I guess the host has to ask the feedback from Sia ma'am.
No, yeah, you really touched all the nuances, and that is precisely why I remained muted. Means I remained mute. No, that was really a holistic explanation. Means quite shortly, briefly, you recapitulated all the key points. So that was really awesome. And your reading part was also, that was explicitly understandable, pretty distinct. So yeah, needless to give you any feedback. Means critic one.
Thank you so much for that. So Sia ma'am, a very good morning. It's your turn.
Okay, yeah, very lovely morning to you and to everybody present here.
To everybody, yeah. So which article would you like to
I
read,
wish
ma'am?
you all are having.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go with the article number 40. It's like, I don't know why, but medical subjects, though I am not a medical student, however, medical subjects
This
fascinate,
subject
kinda
really
I'm fond
fascinates
of
you,
all
right?
these, so they
It really fascinates you, right?
fascinate
Nowadays.
me, yes. And
By the way,
especially,
yeah, and
absolutely,
especially
rightly said. Especially something related to health and all, because I am a quite health conscious person, so anything which is pertaining to health I always try to read and try to disseminate the information that I already know and expand my information as well.
how are you
Okay,
doing, by
so
the way?
I'll go with the article number 14.
Ma'am, how are you doing, by the way?
Come up. Yes, somehow like kind of eking out in existence, managing, though energy level is really a bit like lesser as compared to other days. However, yes, making good out of it.
Right. Without a further ado, please start.
Sure. So this is article number 14. Here I am beginning, and the headline says the new age maternity insurance story. Coming to the subheadline that goes, when maternity cover also becomes wellness insurance, it becomes a safety net and companion supporting women not only in managing complications but in nurturing strength and confidence. Okay, so this article has been brought to us by Siddharth Singhal. A mother is someone who can take the place of all others, but whose place no one else can take, said Gaspard Mermillod. In recent years, India has seen significant strides in maternal health, but the challenges are very real. As per the sample registration system, the maternal mortality ratio in India bettered from 130 per 1 lakh live births in 2014 to 2016 to 97 per 1 lakh live births in 2018 to 2020. Still, that means, I'm just getting a call. I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Sure.
This call is a bit
Take it.
important.
Sure, take your time. All right. So we are having Natalie. Hello, Natalie.
Good morning, sir.
A very good morning, madam. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. What about you, sir?
Yeah, even I'm doing well. So have you chosen your article?
Yeah, already chosen.
Which
My
one?
article number is 12.
The article number is 12. All right.
Yes.
Oh, such an exciting article. All right, go ahead.
Okay, I can
Such
start.
an exciting article. Yeah, as well as such a short article, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay,
Oh,
you can continue,
Shall
ma'am.
I proceed?
all right. Natalie, ma'am, just hold your horses for a while. Okay. Yes, yeah, ma'am. Please continue from where you start.
Okay, thank you. Well, I told, right, that. Okay, just allow me a few seconds. Let me get back to that. I just lost the track. Okay, so here I was reading about. Yes, still that means almost 25,000 mothers die a year from pregnancy. Okay, before I move further, can anybody confirm I'm audible? My voice is coming through
Yes,
perfectly?
ma'am, you are. Yes, you are.
Okay, okay, thank you. So, still, that means almost 25,000 mothers die a year from pregnancy related causes. While almost 50% of all pregnancies are considered high risk, about 49.4% of women in a recent survey had one or more high risk factors during pregnancy, with over 16% having multiple risk factors. Expecting mothers need holistic support. Evolving cover. Maternity insurance is evolving. Beyond covering hospital bills and complications, new programs and delivering a range of care that addresses physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual dimensions of pregnancy. Of pregnancy. And these solutions are designed to support mothers throughout their journey. Maternity insurance had long been an afterthought for most consumers. Earlier, such cover in health insurance came with waiting periods of up to 2 to 4 years, making it impractical for couples planning a family. Our data shows out of couples seeking such a cover, and a majority would already be expecting a child with no scope for long waiting periods. Recognizing this gap, insurers are now offering maternity plans with waiting periods as low as 3 months, which means even expecting couples can opt for the cover soon as they find out. These policies include pre and postnatal and newborn care. The cut in wait periods makes it viable for families to secure expanding households. Imagine a system that begins with prenatal screenings and extends into personalized consultations with obstetricians, nutritionists, and mental health professionals. Add to this prenatal yoga sessions that build strength and endurance. Families also benefit from curated trimester wise content and supportive community circles where experiences and knowledge are shared. India's MMR, though declining, is still above the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal target of 70 per 1 lakh live births. High risk pregnancies are common, and the gaps in preventive and emotional care and wide. Regional disparities in wealth, education, and healthcare access further compound the challenges. For many mothers, medical appointments give only partial assurance, what is often missing in continuous guidance, holistic wellness practices, and emotional reassurance. And this is why maternity insurance that combines financial protection with wellness support is so powerful. Insurance is no longer a transaction that waits for something to go wrong, it becomes a partner that works to ensure more goes right. Changing landscape. Urban lifestyles, rising stress levels, and delayed pregnancies are reshaping the maternity landscape in India. More women are entering motherhood in their late 20s and 30s, a stage of 10 associated with higher medical risks. At the same time, the costs of
Hello?
Oh, sorry, I don't know how I got muted. I was speaking. Okay, my bad. Excuse me for this inconvenience. I don't know up to where I was audible. But here, continuing from here, the cost of cesarean deliveries in private hospitals can range between 1.5 to 3 lakh in metros, not including postnatal care and potential complications. For young families, the expenses can create both emotional and financial strain. Wellness driven maternity cover cushions the financial blow of medical bills while also lowering the likelihood of complications via preventive care. This is particularly important in a country where medical inflation hovers about 14% annually, one of the highest in Asia. By embedding wellness into financial protection, and these products align with the growing desire of modern families to seek holistic long term solutions rather than short term fixes. Healthier beginnings. India has made commendable progress, but with nearly 1 in 2 pregnancies classified as high risk and many women still walking into motherhood feeling overwhelmed or unsupported, the work is far from done. The opportunities lies in embedding wellness into maternity insurance so that every expecting mother feels seen and cared for, not just clinically but also emotionally and spiritually. When maternity cover also becomes wellness insurance, it becomes a safety net and companion. It supports women not only in managing complications but in nurturing strength, resilience, and confidence. So here the writer is anyway. Uh, that's not the line to mention. So I am finished of reading article. Now coming to the Coming to the recapitulation part, so here I'll try to break it down what I read. I'll try to just I can't say briefly because I never can be brief. Okay. However, starting, so this article is about maternity insurance, which is not just the usual one, means like the one that we always talk about. It is basically talking about new age maternity insurance, which is more like a wellness insurance, which means that it does not just pay for hospital bills, but also it supports mothers physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually throughout their pregnancy and after childbirth. So this is the kind of center of this article. Coming to the coming to some key points. So here India has improved a lot in maternal health. For example, the maternal mortality ratio, it has dropped from 130 per 1 lakh live births in 2014 to 2016 to 97, and in 2018 it dropped to 20. Still, around 25,000 mothers they die every year due to pregnancy related issues, and the shocking part is almost 50% of pregnancies are high risk. So here a survey showed that about 49.4% of women had at least one risk factor during pregnancy, and around 16% had multiple risk factors, which is clearly mentioning or meaning that pregnant women need holistic support, not just hospital cover. And let me tell you that earlier maternity insurance had this long waiting periods of 2 to 4 years, which so many couples could not use it when they needed it. But now insurers are offering plans with shorter waiting times. I mean, sometimes as low as 9 months, which is making it easier for families to plan ahead. And then comes the next part of this article, which is highlighting that the evolving maternity cover is not just about hospital bills, it also includes prenatal screenings, consultations with doctors, and nutritionists, gosh, yoga sessions, mental wellness, uh, trimster wise content, and even support communities and so forth. So many things are mentioned, so where mothers basically they can share their experiences at all these places, which is making it more of a continuous support system rather than just emergency money. um all right, so here like one more factor is mentioned there. This is about cost factor. So deliveries in big cities can cost anywhere between 1.5 to 3 lakh, which is without and that too without postnatal care or complications. So wellness driven maternity basically is covering, I mean it wellness driven maternity cover helps reduce this financial and emotional strain. So India has made good progress, but still nearly 1 in 2 pregnancies is high risk, where many women feel overwhelmed or unsupported while stepping into motherhood, and that is precisely why embedding this wellness into maternity insurance is pretty imperative, so that mothers feel safe, guided, and cared for, not just physically but emotionally too. And here, let me tell you something. I don't know whether you people know or not. Globally, even the WHO recommends at least 8 prenatal checkups during pregnancy to ensure the safety for both mother and baby. But in India, hopelessly, many women still don't get that many checkups because of cost or lack of awareness. And that is precisely why wellness based maternity insurance can bridge this gap. And also, in many developed countries, maternity insurance is linked with counseling, linked with nutrition tracking, and even parenting classes, which is now slowly coming to India, but quite slowly, gradually. So, yes, the crux of this article is maternity insurance is no longer just about paying bills. It is becoming a safety net plus a companion, and it is helping mothers manage complications, their emotional stress, and financial burden during pregnancy, while also it is guiding them towards a healthier pregnancy and a confident motherhood journey. So, Yeah, here I'll put an end to my summary part, and excuse me if I went extended. So yeah, that is all.
I guess there was one of the medical terms which was kind of new for me as well. The term is obstetrician. Ma'am, do you know the meaning of that? Obstetrician.
Uh,
Okay. Okay.
could
I
you
guess
spell this once?
sure. I'm writing it down in the chat. I guess this was even a word where you got stuck for a second, for a millisecond, right? Okay. So the meaning of this word is as simple as that. It is a hospital doctor who looks after women who are pregnant. That's the meaning of this word, obstetrician. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Yeah, if I'm not wrong, obstetrician. Okay. The
Okay.
pronunciation is a
I'll help
bit
you with that.
complex. I'll learn it.
I'll help you with that. I'll help you with that. Obstetrician. Just take a sec. Obstetrician.
Obstetrician.
Yeah. As
Obstetrician.
easy as
All
that.
right. So yes, yeah, it is basically kind of doctor who looks after women who are pregnant. So as per my knowledge, that's what it means.
The
Means
same
it
thing
is
that he.
kind of doctor hospital.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, same thing you said. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Absolutely. Just that I saw it. I searched it on Google, and the difference is just this: you were knowing it, and I was knowing it because I Googled it. All right. Anybody who would like to add something to this? Because I guess Sia ma'am covered whole article more than extended. Like such a full-fledged explanation was that. So Sia ma'am, thank you so much for participating. I guess nobody can appreciate or nobody can tell how good it was, how eloquent you were. Yeah, thank you so much for being for being so expressive. All right, we are having Natali. Hi, Natali.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hi.
Yeah. Hello. Without any
Yes, hello.
delay, just get
Yeah.
started.
So can I start, sir? Hello.
Please go ahead.
Okay. Thank you. Hello. Good morning, everyone. My article number is 12. Uh, topic is Tilak Varun Kuldeep star in 5 wickets win with 2 balls left. India hold nerve to beat Pakistan in last over thriller claim Asia Cup. OP Sindhu on the games field. Outcome same India wins PM. Sandeep, Dubai, September. The fountains near the boundary ropes emitted fire. Crackers wound into the skies. Tilak Varma ran like a man processed as soon as Rinku Singh powered Harris Rauf over mid on for a 4 to wrap up a tense 5 wicket victory for India over Pakistan to host the Asia Cup. Moments later, Prime Minister Narendra Modi posted on 10 Operation Sindoor on the games field. Outcomes in the same. India wins. Congrats to our cricketers on the pitch. Tilak roared in. Tilak Verma 69 not out. Powered India's victory at the T20 Asia Cup final in Dubai on Sunday. Delighted swiped the air with his fist, turned back to the Pakistani bowlers and clenched his fists after he orchestrated a last over win over the arch rivals. Soon he was lost in the pile of blue shirts climbing over him. Rinku slid to the turf and kissed it. Pakistanis tired and deflated men trudged off to the dressing room, their tears melting with their sweat. The world and continental champions Indian reasserted their dominance in the shortest former. Now my explanation time. I just added some few points in this article. Headlines: India's whole nerve to beat Pakistan last over thriller claim Asia Cup. India defeated Pakistan by 5 wickets in the final with just 2 balls left and summary time. India chased down the largest in the last over. Tilak Verma scored 69 not out and was the key player. And India won by 5 wickets. Celebration fireworks and celebration erupted after the win. Tilak Verma celebrated passionately, and Rinku Singh kissed the turf after the winning shot. Pakistani players left the field visibly disappointed. Prime Minister reaction. Prime Minister Narendra Modi posted on social media Operation Sindoor on the game's field. Outcomes in the same India wins. Congrats to our cricketers. Um, Cartoon business as usual shows his hand holding the Asia Cup trophy with the captain. Earth-shaking game, give or take a handshake, meaning despite the rivalry and tension, India comes out on tops as usual. Thank you so much for listening and thank you so much for giving opportunity. Thank you so much, sir.
All right. It was such a nerve-breaking man yesterday, right? Like like a celebration for all the Indians, especially. So yeah, thanks a lot, Natalie. I guess it doesn't need any other addition of anybody else. So yeah, so Natalie, ma'am, the way you read the article, it was wonderful. I read it previously as well, and I'm gonna say it again. The way you read your article and the way you explain it, it's quite crystal clear and it's quite crisp. So thank you so much. Please keep participating and just keep improving by day.
Thank you so much, sir.
All right, moving ahead with the next person, with the next participant. Let me just check who's that. All right, we have our next participant as RK. Hello, RK, sir. Are you there?
Yes, sir, I am here.
A
Good
very
morning,
good
sir.
morning, sir. How are you?
I am fine, sir. What about you, sir?
Yes, absolutely well. Are you ready?
Yes, I am ready.
Which article?
By mistakes, I write in website 70, but I want to read the articles 16.
Article number 16.
Yes.
Okay, sure. Good.
Okay, sir. Thank you. The superstar, the failure. TVK Vijay, Chief Vijay must answer the top questions about the tolls tagged by the Kurund stampede. Uh, the endings the story from the Kurund in the Tamil Nadu, where the rally by the Tamilug Vitri Khaja Hagam TVK, the president and the actor Vijay turned into the horrified the stampede, the snuffing the out at least the 39 the lives and the Saturday. The speaks of lapse that have become all to the family in the recent times. The poor plannings, the fault communication, insufficient understandings of the crowd's behaviors, and the failure to take the damage control measures in most parts of the country. Politicals the rally tended to be the overcrowded. This is especially so in the South Indians, where the lines between the movie, the fandoms, and the political the supporter often get blushed. TVK is still in the infancy. Its rallies are the however the politics the like the blockbuster the releases. This is why the probes, the announcements by the Tamil Nadu government after the Saturday tragedy, the so taken a hard, unsupporting the lookings at the organizers of the event, especially the TVK, the superstar leader. The permissions has been the taken for the 10,000 people. The TVK has told the police that is expected no more. Yet the crowd had swelled to around 30,000. more the stampede happened. The hundred of the Vijay followers started chasing his cavalcade after the actor turning the politicians has a finished address another rally at the Namakkal and 34 kilometers from the Kurul, sorry. As more and the more people that made their way to the rally site in the hot and the humid the conditions to catch a glimpse of the superstars who was running behind schedules. The organizers aggravated the confusions with the poor communications. At Kurur, Vijay spoke from a bench, and many in the audience were unable to hear him. He was seemingly impervious to the panic that had ended after the bench collapsed on the crowd. Bring the down the several superstars who had scaled a tree to get the better view of the TVK the chief. Later, in a post on the social media site X, Vijay wrote in the Tamil, "My heart is shattered. I am I am not writing in the unbearable, indescribable pains and the sorrow that what cannot express. These are the empty word for the grieving the families, especially because Vijay left Kurur soon after the stampede. The caught a flight to Chennai from Trichy and was his the beachside the residence in the Tamil Nadu capital hours after the tragedy. The typical supermo who had happened the flattened the power of his mass rallies cannot even the accountability for the safety of those who attend his the meetings. He must answer the tough questions. Why did he do nothing more than downs bottles of the water at the crowd? Why did the organization fail at act? Even the people the cry out of the help in the shifting the conditions. In the sum of the footage that has the emerged after the tragedy, the peoples are the same grasping for the breath. Why was no one to attend to their panic calls? And tragedy should to be the wake-up calls for the political party. Will the crowd or the inevitables the organize a political rallies and the others the gatherings, the including religious the congregations, the sports events and the music the contest. The must give the scrupulous the attendance even the small the signs of the discomfort or the panic. The politicians even treated the crowd as mere the index of the support. The least they can do in the ensure the safety of those who the throng the campaigns. They carry the party flags and often waiting long hours, perhaps only to catch the glimpse of taken the selfie with their leaders. The policy and the civilian authority need to draw a line. That may be the top, where the leaders is the political rivals of the party in the power. But when the matter is of the civilians, the lives and death, they can be the shortcut. I have done reading section. Now I'm going to summarize this article. The whole article is about the crowd management in the India. Right now, BJ is went to the party rally in these times. and where there was the one stampede where the 39 people the pass away, and this stampede is the very tragic, because in these times the due due to this tragic the peoples the BJ he said that the peoples that came to the 10,000, but people is coming the 30,000, where the crowd is the more. In these times, the people is not manage the crowd and their poor communications. Because poor communication, BJ also the talk about I will come at mornings, but he came there at night. Then crowd is also the increase. So this tragedy is done, and then after the BJ is also write some word on the right on the action, and he said that his heart is settles, and he write he the shows the sorrow the who is the pass away, and he also give the sorrow towards the family. And then after BJ is going to take the Tamil Nadu. Sorry, he is going to the Chennai, and I have done, sir. There is no.
Thank you so much, RK sir. It was such a wonderful thing that you even participated. Not just you summarized your article well, but you even read your article well. You know what the beautiful thing is? While you were making mistakes, you were even correcting yourself. So that's what other people should also learn from him. Yeah. Thank you so much, sir. Thanks
Thank
a
you,
lot.
sir. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. So going with the next person. Hello, Chugunu.
Hello,
Hello, sir. A very good morning.
good morning.
Are you ready with your article?
Yes, I am. Hey, can I
All
give
right.
me a minute? Actually, I'm pouring out tea.
Sure.
Just wait a minute.
Take your time. So shall
I'll
we
not
go with
take
the
too
next
much time.
person?
No, just 30 seconds.
Sure. Take your time. Take it.
Yes, just wait. Okay.
All right. So you guys can even do one thing by the time. By the time he's having his tea, you guys can even register yourself for the newspaper session. As you can see,
Hey,
last message.
I'm not having tea. I'm giving someone else.
Oh, all right. You're pouring tea for someone else. Okay. Okay. So I would just let me just yeah. So if you guys want to participate in this session, just take the last pin message of this group and just register yourself. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, you can.
Hello? Come again? Okay. I guess he's having some internet issues. Jugnu sir, please join again. Hello, Jugnu sir. Hello, Jyotsna ma'am, are you there? Damn, what's happening? Anyone here? Hello, Saurav?
Hello,
Hello, Jugnu
yes,
sir. Yeah. Is he audible?
I am there.
Yes, sir, I'm
Yeah.
here, but
Is,
uh,
is Jugnu sir audible? Like,
Hello. Yes.
yes, yes, Jugnu sir.
Okay, just hold on. Oh God, I
No
got
worries.
late.
No worries. No worries. Okay, so which article would you like to read, sir? Let me know.
I'm going to read article number 5. Okay.
The article number 5. Okay, sir.
Yes.
Let's get started.
Mm, Just second. Okay.
So,
Yes. Article number 5.
would you like
Yes.
someone? Would you like someone to read with you, or would you like to read the whole article by
No, no, no.
yourself?
I will read it alone. No
Sure.
problem.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
So please start.
So now, my hey, sorry, I took too much time. Now let's start. Gaza toll, Gaza toll tops 66,000 as Netanyahu prepares to meet with Trump in USA. Over the 66,000 Palestinians have been killed in Israel-Hamas war. In the Israel-Hamas war, Gaza's health minister said on Sunday, a day before Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu heads to the White House for talks with US President Donald Trump on the heralding Israel's ongoing offensive in the Gaza Strip. Mr. Netanyahu has uh, come under heavy international pressure to end the war. The key Western allies have joined growing list of the countries recognize a Palestine state over the Israel objection. The Europe, the European Union is considering sanctions against Israel, and there are growing move for the sport and uh, cultural boycott against Israel. After dozens of the uh, delegates poured out of the hall, uh, a different Mr. Netanyahu told follow world leaders on Friday at the UN General Assembly that his nation must finish the job against Hamas in Gaza as his military continue its offensive in Gaza City. Mr. Trump has so far stood behind Israel, but the USA leader has shown signs of the importance. Literally, he sorry, I am wrong. Literally, particularly after the Israel bombing of Qatar earlier this month, in what appears to have been a failed attempt to kill Hamas leaders in Monday White House meeting. Mr. Trump is expected to share a new proposal for ending the war. 48 hostages are still held captive in Gaza, and around 20 of them believed by Israel to be alive. Talks have been stalled since Israel's widely condemned strike in Doha, Qatar. Mr. Trump has floated a 21-point proposal for an immediate ceasefire. The proposal in, would include the release of the hostage within 48 hours and the gradually withdrawal of the Israel force from the Palestine enclave, according to three Arab officials briefed on the plan. The uh, officials who spoke on conditions of anonymity to discuss the ongoing talk, said the proposal is not final and the chances are highly likely. Mr. Trump discussed the proposal with the Arab leaders in New York on the sidelines of the United Nations General Assembly. A Hamas official said that group was briefed on the plan but has yet to receive an offensive offer from the Egyptian and the Qatar mediators. Hamas has said it is ready to study any proposal positively and the responsibly. The official said that the group had previously said it was willing to release all the hostages in return for uh, and an end to the war and the complete withdrawal of Israel force from the strip. Yes, I am done with my article. Now let's move towards the summarization part. So, what I found in this article. Now, the author is talking about the Israel and Palestinian war. Now, since this war, October 7, 2023, uh, uh, started from there, and now so far, Israel has killed 66,000 people in Palestine, Gaza, and Hamas. And now, according to the new report, which was submitted when Netanyahu headed towards the White House, and they released Gaza's official ministers, health minister, sorry, Gaza's health minister released a report in which I found 160, 16, 1 lakh 16,000 people have uh, have bounded, and there is no medical cares. So to stand and recently Australia stepped out from, and it sent their two doctors, only two doctors. Now we can guess that how that be are. Now Australia sent two doctors and they reported the Gaza's children. Gaza's children are burning, victim of malnutrition and starving, weak and thin. Even if the food is not given them, they will be die after the time. Oh God, this is very miserable for me and happy. And the other thing I found in this article that now recently the Netanyahu, the bastard Netanyahu, stepped out to the towards the White House to peaceful agreement, but he is not ready. He's saying until we will kill the uh, Hamas leaders, we will not go back. What is this? And maybe you have noticed one thing that many of the people left the White House when the Netanyahu came in. Why? Because they don't like him. They don't like a terrorist. Even I don't have a word to make him uh, make his spoil. No. Sorry, I don't have a word to spoil his image. Even it would be not enough because uh, sorry. And the other thing, now recently, Mr. Trump said in this world he would come to the ceasefire alliance, and but the Western alliance have joined and growing list of the countries recognize a Palestinian state over the Israel objection. Now there are so many countries like Australia, France, Britain, uh, China, Saudi Arabia, and Turkey, Pakistan, India, and so many, and off and on. So, but and the last day I saw, I was reading an article where the New Zealand people came to the came on the road, and they stood against their government, and they peacefully protest where they made a Palestinian flag by gathering humans. And the other thing, uh, yeah, Herbal Bridge. It comes in Baston, and there were 30,000 people. There were 30,000 people came on the bridge, and uh, they came together to stand with the Palestine. And there are so many countries, even Chinese people also protesting. So, but the main fact is no, any country is not capable to provide the Palestine support. You know, they are just coming and they are discussing and they're going. And in meanwhile, the Israel is killing so many people. Even a day, Israel kills uh, 30 and 34 people in a day. Each day it's happening, and people are moving around the Gaza. But what we can do if countries are not ready? People are giving their support, but their leaders are not ready to come and fight. They think they will become the victim of. Uh, they think something different. Yes, and the let's say come to the point. But the thing is, 48 hostages 48 hostages are still held capital in Gaza, and around 20 of them believed by Israel to be alive. And now Hamas is ready to uh, cease fire talk, and he is ready to study any kind of ceasefire. But the but but the fact is that Mr. Trump's proposal with the urban leaders in New York on the sidelines of the United Nations General Assembly, Hamas group was briefed on the plan but has yet to receive. Hey, so
Yes,
this is
Shubhnata.
all I found. Yeah, I am done.
Okay, a bit extensive, but yeah, it was so good that you participated, and it was so good that you summarized your article so extensively. I'm more than grateful that you participated. Thanks a lot, sir. Thank you so much. If I have to
Thank
give you
you,
feedback, I
sir.
would just say just try to be a bit briefer and a bit concise the next time. All right?
Yeah,
Good.
actually,
So,
no, nothing.
wait, you don't have to hesitate yourself. Good. Go ahead.
Okay, no, nothing. Actually, I am also upset that 66,000 people have been killed so far. And
Yeah,
there is no
absolutely.
aid for them.
It's such a big number. And though the US is trying their best, I won't say their best, but yeah, is at least trying to have a peace talks or at least trying to have peace,
Even
right?
Mr. Trump is stands behind Netanyahu. So what we can do? The world leader is standing behind
Nothing.
the
We
terrorist.
cannot do anything. That's what the most unfortunate thing is. That's what the
Yes.
most savage part is. All
How
right,
can
sir.
we? Yes, yes.
All
Thank
right.
you.
That's yeah. Thanks a lot. I guess you are even about to host your session very soon, right?
I think.
Yeah. Looking forward to it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So moving ahead with our last participant of this session today. Hello, Saurav, sir.
Hello, sir.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate your patience. I do.
Yes.
Are you ready?
I read article number 2.
The article number 2. Fine. Go ahead.
Yes. My topic is India will reject China's arrogance of power. Manmohan Singh wrote in one of his last essay.
Excuse me, sir.
Hello.
Excuse me, sir.
Hello, sir.
As this is as this is a very long article, would you like to read the whole article or would you like to divide it into half?
Okay, sir.
What? Okay, just give your answer. Would you like to read the whole article or would you like to divide it into two parts?
I read article number 2 with half
All right, all right.
and
Just start.
uh, I complete a half article.
Okay, go ahead.
The path ahead for the India-China relationship would not be easy as China displays arrogance of power that is unacceptable to India. Former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh wrote in an essay being published posthumously in September as part of book, while striking a realist note on political and diplomatic issues with China. Singh urged greater economic engagement between India and its South Asian neighbors, as well as with the Southeast and East Asian countries, especially under the RCEP. China displays the arrogance of power and expects difference which India will reject. A positive trend in India-China relations is unlikely in the foreseeable future, and our pol- policies will need to be based on that premise. Singh said in the essay tilted a decisive decade for India, which is being published in India's Trust with the World, a foreign policy manifesto edited by former External Affairs Minister Salman Khurshid and human rights campaigner Salil Shetty. I completed my reading part. I
Saurabh,
summarized that. Hello,
Saurabh
sir.
sir, do one thing. Do one thing. Read the last part as well. The remaining part would be better.
Okay. The
Hello.
book the book also features articles on various aspects of Indian foreign policy by commentators and policymakers, including former Vice President Hamid Ansari and former National Security Advisor Shivshankar Menon. During his tenure as Prime Minister, Singh met several top China's leaders. His last Prime Minister visit to China was on October 2013 at the invitation of Premier Li King when he called on President Eleven Jinping. During those meetings, Singh writes a consensus was reached on the shape of the bilateral relationship in which China and India agreed not to view each other as a threat. This consensus is no longer valid, and the recent and unprecedented clashes in eastern Ladakh that started in 2020 between the forces of the two countries demonstrated this starkly. Singh wrote, China is a material challenge. It has also become an ideological challenge. China is no longer insisting on its right to pure its own model of social and economic development. Its undoubted economic success and latterly its swift control over the COVID-19 pandemic and encourage its leadership to promote the China model of what some scholars have called authoritarian state capitalism. Singh wrote, describing the appeal for the China's model as a dangerous. Singh said, "We have demonstrated in the very recent past that democracy is fully compatible with the achievement of accelerated economic growth." Despite the cautionary words on China, Singh also urged greater economic engagement with regional groupings, both within the South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation and the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership. India left the RCEP in 2019, arguing that engagement under the RCEP would not address its concerns on trade deficit with partner countries, especially China. Free trade and economic partnerships should not be viewed through the prism of export and import, Singh said. I complete my reading parts. I summarize this article. Refusing unilateral coercive behavior, threats or encroachment, and insisting on respect for India's upholding democratic value and institution against pressure to compromise for expediency. Engaging when possible in cooperation, but not at the cost of being subordinate or ignoring India's core interest. Being cautious in rhetoric and statements so that India's position are not weakened by miscommunication or misinformation. Ensuring that internal unity and clarity in foreign policy help resist external pressure, but cooperation must be in the spirit of equality and mutual benefits, not coercion or overbearing power. Singh argues that old theories of alliances or contaminant are no longer relevant. He proposes instead that India and China should work together or share challenges when possible.
Yeah.
Hello,
Hello,
sir. I
sorry.
complete.
You're done? Yeah. Okay.
Yes, I done.
First of all, you chose one of the very important articles and one of the very exciting articles to read. Thank you so much for participating, sir. Really appreciate the patience that you're having because you were being with us for such a long time. So thank you for participating and thank you for summarizing your article as well. I couldn't find any error while you were reading, and I couldn't find any error while you were summarizing the article because you covered almost all the important points. So yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Right. So Sindhi ma'am, Siddhi,
Yeah.
I guess we are done, right?
Yeah.
All right. I guess it's I guess it's time to wrap up the session. So thank you so much, guys, for being with us. I guess it's almost 2 hours that
Hello.
we have completed.
Uh,
Yes.
uh, can I participate?